Hey there folks, I've got a question for you. What's the one legendary drink that takes you back to your college days? The answer, my friends, lies in the legends of Old Monk. Are you ready to embark on a journey back in time with a twist of nostalgia? Today we are about to unravel the captivating tale behind the spirit that is close to every Indian's heart, the legendary Old Monk. A magical potion adored by masses, fondly referred to as the Desi nectar and even playfully called national drink of India. From its humble beginnings to its present-day popularity, we are about to unravel the fascinating history behind the iconic brew. So settle in, grab a drink, raise your glass, and let us dive into the enchanting saga behind the iconic spirit. The brew master extraordinary Edward Dyer, story of Edward Dyer. Our journey takes flight with an unexpected twist, starring none other than an Englishman who changed the brewing game in India, named Edward Dyer. He was pioneer of Indian brewing. An unsung hero of Indian brewing, Edward Dyer was born in heart of Calcutta on 7th of July 1831. After receiving his education in England, he returned to our vibrant land in the 1850s, eager to explore business avenues. Encouraged by his brother John, a barrister in Missouri, Edward ventured into brewing. You see, back then the British imported their beer from far lands, but expenses and risk were steep. In 1870s, a single bottle of beer would set you back by a hefty 7 to 10 rupees, while the locally brewed version cost a more reasonable 5 rupees. Edward, with his sharp mind, saw an opportunity. The idea of brewing locally struck him, and boy did it hit the jackpot. Edward's eye fell upon the picturesque hills of Kasauli, a heaven-boosting cool climate and abundant springs, making it the perfect spot to work his brewing magic. Arriving in Kasauli in 1855, he boldly built upon his predecessor's efforts, turning the tide in his favor and crafting a brewing empire. Edward's masterful creation, Lion Beer, brewed in Kasauli, became an instant sensation. Edward's Lion Beer took the hills by storm. With breweries established in Solan and Shimla, he dedicated himself to crafting liquid artistry using only the finest ingredients, thus birthing a legacy that would transcend generations. In a delightful turn of events, Edward's better half, Mary, joined him in Kasauli in 1857. The brewing business flourished and the couple's love story blended seamlessly with the growing family. Blessed with the arrival of 9 children, 3 of whom were born in Kasauli. In a surprise twist, Edward's brewing legacy eventually passed into the hands of his competitor, Minnick, in 1887, and so the journey continued. In 1935, the name of the enterprise transformed from Dyer Minnick & Co. to Dyer Minnick Breweries Limited. A new chapter was being written, one that set the stage for an even greater narrative. A new era, the Mohan Minnick era. Story after independence and company ownership. Fast forward to India's independence, we witness the story taking a yet another turn. As radiant sun of independence illuminated the Indian horizon, Narendra Nath Mohan stepped in, acquiring Dyer Minnick Breweries in 1949. Narendra Nath Mohan took the reins of Dyer Minnick Breweries and the journey towards becoming a household name kicked off. In 1966, the company assumed a new identity, shedded the Dyer from Dyer Minnick Breweries. The company's name evolved to Mohan Minnick Breweries, marking a new chapter. The name changed, the brand grew, and Old Monk Rum was born in 1954, etching its mark in the hearts and glasses of every Indian. A twist of fate, the General Dyer Connection. Now here's where history takes a turn worthy of a Bollywood plot twist. You may have heard of the Jallianwala Bagh massacre, a heart-wrenching chapter in our history. Well, guess what? Edward Abraham Dyer, founder of the brewery in 1855, was the father of General Edward Dyer, infamously known as the Butcher of Amritsar. This man, whose ruthless order led to the tragic firing upon unarmed civilians in Jallianwala Bagh on April 13, 1990, bore a connection to the very entity we raise our glasses to. Who would have thought a family connection would link an iconic drink to such a pivotal moment in our freedom struggle? Though the two Dyers walked vastly different paths, their convergence in history adds an extra spike of historical spices in our beloved Old Monk Rum. The mastermind behind the blend, Narendra Nath Mohan. The story of Old Monk creation. But what is the secret behind Old Monk's legendary taste? Now it's time to unveil the magical creation of Old Monk itself. The origin of Old Monk goes back almost 6.5 decades to early 1950s. Picture this: a retired army man with a knack for spirit, Colonel Narendra Nath Mohan. With a heart full of courage and a palate that demanded excellence, he marked on a quest to create the ultimate Indian rum. His laboratory, the Mohan family brewery in Seoul. Years of experimentation and a dash of secrecy led to the creation of Old Monk. Experimenting with dedication at Mohan Minik, he crafted a blend of rum, aged to perfection in oak vats and infused with sprinkle of mysterious spices. Bottled in iconic wrinkled containers, the Old Monk Rum was born. It was a masterpiece, bearing a taste that would conquer hearts across the nation. Colonel Narendra Nath Mohan was son of Narendra Nath Mohan and the eldest of the Mohan siblings. In the year 1954, Colonel Ratan released the Old Monk Rum. Old Monk Rum is aged for 7 years in oak cases to give it its iconic taste and the flavor that made this rum the most sold in India. The name that echoes, why Old Monk? Why is it called Old Monk? Ever wondered about the quirky name Old Monk? Many of you might wonder, why is it called Old Monk? Well, the name holds a fascinating story. No, it's not because a monk somewhere whispered the recipe in a dream. The name for this rum was taken from the Benedict monks of Europe, who lived high in the mountains of Europe. Inspired by the peaceful lives of Benedict monks and the drinks they brewed as they led their ascetic lives in the mountain where they lived in content, Colonel Narendra Mohan paid homage to these monks with the name Old Monk. The Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose angle. Rumors swirl around Old Monk's name, with some suggesting a connection to the mysterious Gumnami Baba. Some say the creator himself, Colonel Narendra Nath Mohan, shared encounter with a certain Gumnami Baba, a old monk of sort, during the 1950s. The sage was believed by some to be none other than Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. While interesting, there is no concrete evidence supporting this fascinating theory. A fascinating twist, though the evidence is as difficult to find as a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow. Rise to stardom, the golden era. Let's talk about the glory days. My friends, Old Monk didn't just knock on doors, it kicked them open. The path to popularity, my friend, is a journey filled with challenges. The journey to stardom wasn't a cakewalk for Old Monk, but oh, did it win hearts. Despite fierce competition from global giants, Old Monk emerged as a victor, captivating the hearts of millions with its unique flavor and pocket-friendly prices. Whether you are a city dweller or a village local, Old Monk was the life of party. From army canteens to college hostels, it flowed like a river of joy, courtesy to its stellar reputation and taste that danced on your taste buds. The Indian Armed Forces, underlining love for Old Monk, only added to its charm. The word spread like a wildfire, and soon Old Monk became more than just a rum. It was symbol of shared moments and good times. Old Monk never used ads. Mohan Minik, the brewery that owns Old Monk Rum, always relied on word of mouth promotion. No fancy ads, just good old word of mouth spreading like wildfire. Word of mouth became its messenger and quality became its flag bearer, establishing a ever expanding legions of enthusiasts. The good word about Old Monk soon became talk of the town. The soldiers, the families, the friends all raised their glasses to the rich, smooth taste that became an inseparable part of celebration. In the years following Colonel Mohan's passing, Old Monk stood tall as India's most beloved rum, etching its name into the records of history. The bitter, sweet reality, the downfall. But alas, every good tale has its twist. In 2003, Old Monk soared to unprecedented heights as the highest selling liquor brand in India. However, like all good things, its peak couldn't last forever. By 2004, numbers started to dwindle and McDowell Celebration Rum took over the crown. A changing landscape, but Old Monk's legacy endured. A timeless icon, the present day scenario. Fast forward to today, and Old Monk remains a timeless classic, defining age and trends. It stands tall as an enduring symbol of India's love for good times and great drinks. Enthusiasts and party goers alike still cling glasses in its honor, savoring every drop of its rich history. Despite its age, Old Monk Rum continues to find favor among the party animals, proving that some things never go out of style. A true Indian classic. And that, my friends, is the tale of Old Monk. A journey that Edward Dyer's genius to General Dyer's shadow, from independence to Mohan Minik's legacy, and a rise that sets the stage for countless memorable nights. Remember, behind every sip lies a story, and Old Monk's story is a masterpiece. I hope you enjoyed this nostalgic trip down the memory lane. So next time you pour yourself a glass of liquid gold, remember the story it carries and the generation it has delighted. If you are amazed by this journey as we are, don't forget to show some love. Hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. Until next time, keep the spirit of Old Monk alive. And remember, it's not just a drink, it is a part of our shared heritage. Cheers, folks.